Ever wondered why she's not interested in you? Well, you're not alone. It's a question that has perplexed many a bloke. Today, we're going to unravel this mystery together. We'll be discussing 5 telltale signs that show when a woman isn't quite feeling the connection. These signals can help you understand her better and save you from unnecessary heartache. So, are you ready to delve into the mysterious world of dating signals? So, without further ado, let's dive into the first sign. The first sign she's not into you is that she's often too busy for you. Let's talk about this. We all have lives, right? We've got jobs, friends, families, hobbies, and a million little things that keep us occupied. It's the same for her. She's got her own world spinning with a myriad of things to do. Now, that being said, we all know that no matter how chaotic our lives get, we find time for the people we truly care about. If someone is important to us, we make room for them in our schedule, period. So if you find that she's frequently too busy to spend time with you, it could be a sign that she's not that interested. If she's always cancelling plans or worse, not making any to begin with, it's not a good sign. You might hear excuses like, "I'm swamped at work," or "I'm just really tired," or "I've got so much on my plate right now." While these may be perfectly valid reasons, if they're happening all the time, it's time to read between the lines. Remember, we're not talking about the occasional busy day or week. Everyone has those. We're talking about a consistent pattern of unavailability. If she's always too busy to meet, chat, or even text, it's likely that she's not as invested in the relationship as you are. Of course, it's also important to consider context. If she's in the middle of a major life event, like moving or starting a new job, it's understandable that she might be genuinely too busy. But if her life seems to be following its usual rhythm and she's still too busy for you, well, it might be time to reassess. The bottom line is that we make time for the people who matter to us. If she's not making time for you, it's possible that you're not as high on her priority list as you'd like to be. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's better to face the truth head on. If she's always too busy, she may just not be that into you. The second sign is that she doesn't initiate contact. Now, if you find yourself always being the one reaching out, always the one to kickstart the conversation, then it's worth considering that she might not be as invested in the relationship as you are. Think about it. When two people are genuinely interested in each other, they naturally want to communicate. They crave that connection, that exchange of thoughts, ideas, and feelings. It's not a one-sided effort, but a mutual dance of give and take. When she's interested, she'll want to know how you're doing, what you're thinking, how your day went. She'll want to share her experiences with you too. She'll reach out just because she's thinking of you. But if you're the one always initiating, always reaching out, then the balance is off. Remember, communication in a relationship is a lot like a game of tennis. It involves both players equally. One serves, the other returns. If you're the only one serving and she's not returning, then you're not really playing a game, are you? You're just hitting balls into an empty court. You might argue that she's just not the type to initiate, that she's shy or reserved. And while that could be true in some cases, if she's genuinely into you, she'll overcome that shyness. She'll break out of that reserve, even if it's just a little bit, to show you she's interested. So if you're always the one making the first move, always the one reaching out, then it might be time to take a step back. Give her the space to come to you. If she doesn't, then it might be a sign she's not as interested as you thought. Remember, a relationship is a two-way street. It requires effort from both sides, not just one. If she's not putting in that effort, if she's not initiating contact, then she might just not be that into you. And that's okay. It's better to know now than to keep playing a one-sided game. The third sign is that she's not engaging in conversations with you. Now, we're not talking about those casual chats about the weather or what she had for lunch. We're diving into the realm of personal and deep conversations. These are the conversations that let you into her world, her thoughts, her fears, her dreams. Imagine a situation where you're trying to engage her in a conversation about her aspirations, her past experiences, or even her thoughts on meaningful topics, but all you're getting in return are one-word answers or a change in subject. This could be a clear indication that she's not interested in sharing her world with you or getting to know you on a more profound level. Of course, everyone has their off days, and it's essential to keep that in mind. However, if you notice a consistent pattern where she seems to avoid engaging in deep or personal conversations, it might be time to reconsider. Conversations are the bridges that connect people. They're the threads that weave the fabric of a relationship. If she's not interested in weaving that fabric with you, it could be a sign that she's not as invested in the relationship as you are. Remember, it's not about the quantity of the conversation, but the quality. If she's willing to discuss trivial matters at length, but seems to shy away from anything personal or significant, it might be because she's not interested in forming a deeper connection. One more thing to note is the effort she puts into the conversation. Is she asking questions in return? Is she showing a genuine interest in getting to know you better? If the answer is no, she might not see a future in the relationship. Receiving these signals can be tough, but it's crucial to be honest with yourself. Recognizing these signs early can save you from investing time and energy into a relationship that might not be heading in the direction you want. If she's not keen on getting to know you better, she may not be interested. The fourth sign is that she avoids physical contact. Now, this is a rather telling one. Physical contact is a fundamental part of human relationships, and it's not just about intimacy. It's about human connection, comfort, and communication. You see, when two people are interested in each other, there's often a certain level of physical contact involved. It could be as simple as a casual hug, a touch on the arm, or a pat on the shoulder. These are all small gestures, yet they speak volumes about comfort levels and interest. But what if she's avoiding these small gestures? What if she's stepping back when you lean in, or tensing up when you touch her arm? Well, this could be an indicator that she's not comfortable with the physical closeness, or worse, she might not be that into you. Now, it's important to remember that everyone has different comfort levels when it comes to physical contact. Some people are naturally more tactile, while others are more reserved. So, it's not just about whether she avoids physical contact, but also how she reacts when you initiate it. If she consistently sidesteps your attempts at physical contact, it might not be because she's shy or reserved. It could be because she's not interested in forging that kind of connection with you. This does not mean you've done something wrong. It simply means that the chemistry might not be there, or she's not ready for that level of intimacy. But what if she's the type who doesn't like physical contact in general? Well, that's where context comes in. If she's comfortable with others but not with you, that's a sign. If she was comfortable before but has started avoiding it now, that's a sign too. So pay attention to these subtleties. They might just be telling you something important. And remember, communication is key. If you're in doubt, there's no harm in having an open and honest conversation about it. If she's constantly avoiding physical contact, it could be a sign. So be observant, be understanding, and most importantly, respect her personal space and boundaries. The final sign is that she doesn't make future plans with you. Now, let's not be hasty and jump to conclusions. We're not talking about her not planning your golden wedding anniversary after the first date. We're talking about the smaller, more immediate plans, like not considering you when she's making plans for the weekend, or not thinking of inviting you to that concert she's been excited about. You see, when we're interested in someone, we naturally want to include them in our future, even if that future is just the upcoming weekend. We look forward to spending time with them, and we make an effort to ensure that happens. It's not about grand gestures and long-term commitments. It's about wanting to share experiences and create memories. If she's not doing this, it might indicate a lack of interest. It might mean she doesn't see a future with you, no matter how near or far that future might be. And this doesn't necessarily mean she's a cold-hearted person. It might just be that she doesn't feel the same way you do. And that's okay. It's better to know sooner rather than later. But remember, don't take this one sign as gospel. It's important to look at the bigger picture. Maybe she's just not a planner, or maybe she's been burned in the past and is hesitant to make plans because of that. It's always best to communicate, to talk things out. However, if you see this sign along with the others we've discussed, then it could be a strong indicator that she's not interested. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's better to face the truth than to live in denial. And who knows? Maybe the future holds something or someone even better for you. If she's not planning for the future, it's possible she's not interested. So, those are the 5 signs that she may not be interested in you. From always being too busy, never initiating contact, showing little engagement in conversations, avoiding physical contact, to not making future plans with you. It's crucial to remember that a healthy relationship requires mutual effort and interest. Don't be disheartened. Instead, use this as a guide to better understand your interactions. Remember, it's important to communicate and understand each other's feelings. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep these signs in mind.